guys, welcome to another video on disused railways. Today I've come to Midland, which was once on the Midland railway route between Manchester Central, or known as GMX, to London St Pancras. So I'm going to do a bit of it. I'm not going to do too much. I've got the wife and her daughter with me, so it's going to be impossible. And there's been a few things done recently at Midland. They've started doing the old goods shed. That's all been done up, so that's going to be a good feature once it's done, and it'll be it's going to bring in even more tourism. So tourist and railway enthusiasts alike. So anyway, so we'll start the video and then take you all on this explore, and I hope you all enjoy.
We'll walk over there, get out the way.
These are your platforms. These were your mainline platforms there. And you had a platform down there where them two people are, well, there. And then you had a bay platform further over that way into the trees, which was the Buxton Bay. A lot of good information if you come here. You know, there's always things there if you want to pause and read it. Feel free to. So your coronavirus update there. Don't really want to see that at the moment. So yeah, that's really good. Just the road there. A note of interest there, there used to be a lot of people parking down there, but since then they put all the yellow lines down there to stop everyone from parking, so popular place, you see. And that's the, like I said, that's the main line. That's that'd be heading south towards Monsal and Blackwell, and this would be heading towards Buxton and Manchester. Well, like I said, on a platform here. Information here, I'll tell you. So I said the other platform was here where all this grass verges. And there was also a subway there somewhere around about this area. Not too sure if the subway was actually filled in or what, we don't know. We don't know whether it still exists or not. That's the shed over there. It's going to be a nice little feature that once it's sorted, so I'm looking forward to it. Alright. Over here, this was your other platform, and down there was the Buxton Bay. So this was the Buxton Bay platform. Do apologise about the noise in the background. Don't worry about it. So this was your Buxton Bay. You would have stopped somewhere around about here, and that was your platform there. Obviously there's nothing left whatsoever. Would have been nice to have kept the platforms and done something with them, but there we go. But we're now walking on the actual farmer track bed of the Buxton shuttle service. So all good. It's all good. At least it's you can come along here and walk along it, I suppose. That's one good thing. There's wife there. Right, so I'm going to carry on further up, but I'm going to stop the video because I don't want to bore you too much. So But as soon as we'll come across something interesting, which we will do, I'll restart the video, guys. So this would have been the, I'll put it, northern end of Millersdale station. That would have gone off to the back of the goods yard. There would have been a signal box around there somewhere. Somewhere over there. So now we'll be heading towards Buxton. Well, not officially, but yeah. There's a few interesting things up here. If you've been up here, then you'll know what I'm talking about. I myself don't ever remember this line. I think it shut down, I think it was 1960 or 1969. But it never got lifted apparently until 1970. Unfortunately, I was born 9 years later, so I never even got to see the track work when it was down, which is unfortunate. So you got kids and everything, you know, it's a nice walk up here, you know, there's a lot of, you know, education for them. That's new, not seen that before. 1968, fair enough. So there's some reasonably good information for young uns. So yeah, there's not really much, to be honest, around there, so I'll so yeah, young one's just getting a bit of a rollicking off the mother. So right, I'll get back to you all soon once we come across something else. Right, so here is your first interesting presumably it's some kind of a water tower. Just want to be careful on here. I'm not going in, so yeah, pitch black. No. It'd be nice to see what's in there, but not going in there. I don't know what it is. Was it a watering tank for the steam engines? I don't know. I thought that'd be further down the station, to be honest. So, just got to be a bit careful, guys. I've got my camera and everything in my hand, my tripod with me. And silly me, didn't bring a rucksack. So, there we have it. I will be putting some stills in this video, so I'll try and get a picture of inside of that. Right guys, so I'll carry on walking up here and we'll see what other interesting things we can come across. Right, so this was some kind of a line kill. Now, there used to be little trucks that would make the way up that gradient there. They'd come off up there and come up this gradient here. And then the tip, I believe it was oh bloody hell. tip something down. I think it was coal or limestone. Let's have a look at that later. Well, that's the only one. I'm presuming that's where all the fire would be going on. I don't remember what it was for. I think they load the coal at the top. The things used to tip. Lime burning, that was it. Ah, right, there we go. 2 layers of limestone and coal. So it was a bit of both. So yeah, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. If you got to pause, read it, feel free, like I say. Right, we're going to be going on because there's people walking up and I don't want to be filming when there's people around, so I'll be back with you soon. Right guys, so we're past everyone now. So we're just going over one of the many viaducts that you can actually walk across on this line. This is an abseilum on this. Looks pretty fun, to be honest. I don't mind doing it. Well, I was saying that, I'd have a go and then I'd brick it. So now I don't know what the viaduct's called. That's the River Wye down there. There's a footpath. It's a nice path, walk that. You can walk all the way around once you get through this part of the tunnel area, you can walk down the steps under the viaduct and you can walk right around the valley over there. Very nice walk. So yeah, something to think about if you fancy a stroll. Lights do go off at dusk, so we're not too bad at the moment. I think it's 3:30, 4 o'clock during the winter, and about 10:30 in the summer. Apologise about this. So, all what is peace and quiet, you can't forget that. So, the line there, coming out of the tunnel. It's a very wet tunnel, this, extremely wet compared to some of the others. Extremely wet. That line there. All the original ballast was down. So I'm gonna stop the video here, guys, and I'll see you when we get to the other end of the tunnel. Alright, so this is the other end of Cheetah Tunnel. Now immediately the trains would have come blasting out this tunnel and would have ran over this nice viaduct. Probably wouldn't have been as, what's it then? Trees would have only been small. So it's just a single arch. Now I'm presuming there would have been bars going along here at one point, if you can see there. There's none on the other side, unless they've been removed. And then eventually it would have come over, and then they would have ended up into Cheetah number 2 tunnel. This is one of the shortest on the line. This was the only tunnel you could actually walk through. Before the rest of them was open. So this was the actual only one you could walk through. doing some photography at the moment. So anyway, it's not much here, so I'm going to try and get some good images in there, and then we'll speak to the wife for a bit instead of neglecting her. So I'll catch you all soon, guys. So we've now come out of the tunnel. As you know, it's not a big one, and immediately we'll come along this very nice little rock wall here. Very nice indeed. Now, the further towards Buxton or Blackwell Mill you go, the valley opens up a hell of a lot more. Further south you go, surprisingly how tight this, the valley gets. The builders of the Midland Railway must have had a right task ahead of them. Immediately down there you got the River Wye. So it just proves how narrow this valley actually was. So well, yeah, there's a tremendous scenery around there. It's very nice. Oh no, actually no, I was wrong. There is another tunnel. I forgot that. I thought that was the only one. There's one just up here now. So let's get going. All the people down there rock climbing. Not if you can see them. Just see him down there. I can't zoom in because I'm on wide angle. Right, so this would have been the last tunnel on the line if you're going to Buxton. If you're going to Manchester, there are a few more. Now this one's called Russia Cutting Tunnel. Can't see that being the original name for this tunnel. Weird. So altogether there was 7 tunnels. You had Haddon and Headstone. You also had 2 other tunnels that I can't remember what they were called down there, they're actually next to each other. Torchy number 2, or is it G2 I think it is. And this extremely dry tunnel. This is very dry, this one. Very dry. I'm actually surprised how dry this is. I'm very surprised about how dry this tunnel actually is. So yeah. Very surprised. I'll get some pictures of this in a minute on the way back. So there's a viaduct coming up here. I think we're going to stop there. I think this might be the junction for when the line would have shot off towards Peak Forest, Chinley and Manchester. So strange path down there, I don't know where that goes. Yeah, the path it's opening up now, but it is still considerably narrow, but not compared to down there it isn't. But saying that, no, the valley does that once you get through past Millersdale, the valley does open up considerably more. So yeah, a lot of the old ballast. Right, so we'll stop here now. This last bit of the viaduct, we're going to stop here and have a rest. And then we're going to turn back. If it had been on my own, it wouldn't have been too bad. I'd have been able to get all the way down to towards Blackwell Mill, but as it stands at the moment, I don't really have the time to do that. There you go. Blackwell, Wydale, Cheadle, down there. So that's the structure. There it crosses. Like most of the viaducts on this line. Most of them are all nice pieces of architecture. So let's carry on. Yeah, as you can see, anyway, we're going to be stopping here on this viaduct. Not too sure on the name of it. Now, like I said, that's you've got Blackwell Mill. Now the junction up there would then split off, so you'd have your left hand side towards Buxton, and your right hand side would have gone towards Peak Forest, Chinley, Manchester, Piccadilly. Central. I do apologise. Manchester Central, which is now GMX, which was a grand old station. And even while it's an expedition centre, it's still probably one of the best looking stations in Manchester. So, anyway, hope you like the video, guys. It's been a while since I've actually done a video. I did do a video in on New Year's, just a couple of days after New Year's Day this year, and for some reason it mysteriously disappeared. I've got a feeling I deleted it by accident, so I'll have to go back and do that one again. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again with another part of this video. Not too sure what part it'll be, but it'll definitely be a part. So bye for now. Hello guys, so I was going to end the video where I ended it, but I thought I might as well show you this first. I only showed you a small bit before on the other side. So this is exactly what's going on at the moment. The old goods shed is completely being restored back to its former glory, probably from when it would have opened in the 1800s. So here we go. Like I said, pause it if you have to. As you can see there, once reopened in the early 2020s, obviously now that's now changed due to the virus. I will say it's going to be very interesting once visited. Once it's opened, it's going to be a very interesting thing to visit. You know what time this next train is to St. Pancras? It's been a long time. Been waiting here since 1968. Alright, no one told me to close. Oh, I'm joking. So, it's going going to be very interesting when this opens. Out of most disused railway lines that I've walked, this is one of my favourites. Probably one of my ultimate best ones that I've ever walked. I mean, there's some good ones out there, but this, apart from the Woodhead route, this is superb. Now, and I told you before when we was over the other side, there's a subway round here somewhere, and not too sure where it is, where it runs under here. Now, normally when you look at the bottom of the platforms there, you know, the brickwork, you can only see like an arch, like a sign of like an arch design on like the bottom of this platform, but I can't really see anything. Hang on a minute. You know, because you normally get like an arch thing built somewhere in the bottom, the brickwork. And, well, in some subways you do anyway. I've walked up here countless times, I just can't seem to find anything, so maybe they never did it here. Maybe they just filled it in, or maybe they didn't do one. Maybe it's been filled in, maybe it hasn't been filled in. No one knows. But there's a subway under here somewhere. There is pictures online of the subway. Must have been took in like mid-70s. There's a lot of like cable things and stuff like that in there. So I'm presuming he needs to stop cyclists and walkers coming through, so people visiting here during the COVID thing could sit down without being mithered. Just going to sort my shoes out. I've got a big dirty big stone in them. I get lumbered. By the way, I don't smoke, in case you see some cigarettes there, they're the waste. How do you drink them? So that's what I'll be doing when I get home. So yeah, that's going to be tremendous. When it opens, that's going to be fantastic. That is going to be brilliant. Alright, they're done. So, just think, you've been trained here, you depart from here, over the little bridge and then straight over the viaduct. Yeah. By the way, now, for those of you who don't know, there's a cafe there now. So, the first set of windows there where that maroon door is, that's like a seating area there. And right there, you've got like the main cafe. Then you got your toilets and everything there. So, hope you like the video, and watch out for the next one. So, catch you all soon, guys.